going on, YouTube fragrance family? Welcome to day 27 of Atelier month sampling samples. Today is on Oud Saphir by, of course, Atelier Cologne, released in 2015. This stuff is gorgeous. Nose behind this one is, you named it, Jérôme Pinette. Big notes in this fragrance. Now, it's named Oud. There's not much. Oud is not the central theme here. It's the leather. Actually, not the leather. It's the birch that makes the leather so good. A birch gives a fragrance a smoky appeal to a fragrance, and it does its thing here. There's vanilla in here too that gives it some sweetness. So this fragrance, what did I get from this? It's a leather dominant, birch dominant fragrance. A lot of people compare this to Tuscan leather, and I'm wearing it right now, and I'm swimming in it, and I'm loving it. And it's Tuscan leather, like, yes, it definitely is. I can't say it has the similarities to it. It has a berry sweetness, just like Tuscan leather. It utilizes leather. But the leather's more of a suede-like leather, with that birch really giving the leather that smoky appeal to the fragrance. So it really is the imagery of this fragrance. The introduction is very much Tuscan leather-like. Really nicely done. Great use of birch. Really, I can't stop emphasizing what birch did to this fragrance. Really nicely done. The birch itself, it's smoky. It's kind of ashy, especially if you go real in there, right? The ashiness comes through more when you're just, waving your arm here, and you can get a little bit of it. It's more about that sweetness and more about that smoke and that leathery feel than anything. It's not really ashy. It's more once you get closer to it. It's very much a dark fragrance. I believe it has some citruses in the opening, but I never really got citruses in this fragrance. It really is dark right away, with some sweetness, and it's a sweetness and darkness, especially sweetness with it is raspberry like the sweetness, by the way. It's a berry like sweetness, and that with smoke paired together works very, very well. I really enjoy this one. The oud of this fragrance, of course, is named Oud. It's fairly transparent. I would have named this more of a leather-based fragrance. I would have called this leather something more than oud something, because the leather is the dominant note in here. Oud is very much more of I wouldn't even say a secondary note. It's more in the background of this fragrance. It really doesn't have much of an effect to the scent. To be quite honest with you guys, it's more about the birch and the leather and that sweetness. Now, moving on to that theme, this fragrance doesn't move much. What you see is what you get. You're not going to get much movement here, so would I prefer Tuscan leather to this? Tuscan leather is built differently. It's much stronger. I'm not poo-pooing on this because it does have really good longevity and projection compared to a lot of Ateliers, but Tuscan leather is much a darker fragrance than this. This has the same type of theme, but they go in different directions, and it's more about the leather in Tuscan leather. This is more about that berry-like feel and that birchy smokiness. Staying power, let's go to that. Longevity was great, 7 to 9 hours on my skin, and that's exactly what I'm looking for a scent with heavy projection. It just made me think, is this an Atelier? Like, I was like, this isn't one of my Atelier samples, or did I get it confused with a sample of an actual niche brand I could push? Joking aside, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the best from the brand, to be quite honest. Yeah, it's not an original idea, but it's still a good idea. When you smell it, you enjoy it. Good and bad things about this fragrance. This is the non-Atelier fragrance. That can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing depending on the user. For me, it's a good thing. It's a nice change of pace for Atelier. Absolutely like this fragrance. That goes to final take. Bottle worthy, another sample or a pass. This is bottle worthy. Another bottle-worthy fragrance from Atelier. I want to get both their oud-based fragrances, even though this one's not oud. So I got Oud Saphir and Emerald Agar. Those two are on my buy list now, and that goes to a final score. This being 1 being trash bin and 5 being absolutely gorgeous. This gets the 5-star treatment from me. Even though the idea is not unique, go check it out with your nose. You know, Atelier is in Sephora's. I don't know if they carry this one in particular, but just because I don't have a Sephora near me. But definitely, if you do and you've smelt Tuscan leather, go check this one out. They have similarities. Again, I don't like to compare a fragrance to a top seller from another brand. When ideas aren't unique like this, I hate comparing them. You got to go check it out yourself. But the big thing about this is the birch. The birch in here is absolute. That smoky ashiness is just absolutely gorgeous. And it's daring and it's different and I love it. So 5 bottles all day sun on this one. Let's get into day 28 of Atelier month. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at the ball here, which still has Orange Sanguine somewhere in here. Again, if I pick it, then it gets reviewed, basically. So let's get into it. Let's go 1, 2, 3, on y va. And, oh, this is probably the shittiest sample out of this whole bowl, but at least the rest of them I'm looking forward to. This one, not so much. This is called Sud Magnolia. So there is a note breakdown. Magnolia, bitter orange, and saffron. Big fan of saffron. And Magnolia, we'll see what it gets as far as the scent. I don't think I've ever smelled a Magnolia-based scent. So that'll be new to me. Bitter orange, well, they know how to do orange. So that might be a winner. We'll see. So what's left in the bowl? Not much. Cèdre enivrant, incense base, Incense Genhae, I think is the name. Citron d'érable, which is one that I really, really want to try. And of course, the Orange Sanguine is still in there. So down to 4. Hopefully, again, it's Tuesday today. Yeah, it's Tuesday today. So Sud Magnolia is going to be my Wednesday sampling sample. So if we go at this pace, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably won't finish these this week. I want to get like a fragrance review in this, unless I pick Orange Sanguine, which would be perfect, actually. I'd like to do that over the weekend, get that one over and done with. So, anyway, I don't want this to trail off. If you have smelt this Oud Saphir, please comment below if you feel the same way as I do. I think this one's a gem from Atelier. Finally, something a little bit of balls to it. I'm not going to say I love balls, but I love fragrances that have that daring. I've been craving fragrances that have been big and bold. So this one is a winner for me. And Sud Magnolia, please comment below if you smelt this fragrance. We'll try it out tomorrow, see how it goes on my skin. But this one I am going to enjoy today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.